come and visit me part way through and show what you've been up to with your lovely... pardon?
I don't want to say anything.
No, you can just be... you can like...
Just be your glamorous
You can like be the hands that... Am I live now, Sarah? You can be like the hands that come in from the side.
This is my house.
We discussed those yesterday, didn't we?
No, they're not good.
What do we look like? Ho, ho, ho. I've got yawnies now. Oh, I think I could do with a little lie down. A little lie down.
Okay. You're on YouTube.
Oh, hi. Hi on YouTube. I think Aunt Buck's coming in a sec. So, yeah, I think we're getting better at watching on YouTube, aren't we? So if you're at home and you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you're watching on Facebook, it's on YouTube. Get used to it, because it's the way forward. It's the way to stream nowadays. So, oh, we are live. We are live. Yeah, because if you're on YouTube, you've got your hand. That's your remote, isn't it? So, well, it isn't. It's our beautiful Teddy, but yeah, where is our beautiful Teddy? He's disappeared. We look a bit dark, Sarah. Look a bit dark on screen. So, in fact, I look a bit ancient as well. Sorry, I'm just fancying myself on screen. So, Pen's here. Who else is here? Tell me who you are. We're not having a long one today because I haven't got a great deal to say. But tell me who you are. Look at me. I look all right. Like, attitude. So, 15 seconds after you, I'm like, I've just watched that bit where I got like that. I've got well attitude. So, yeah. Yeah, what we're doing. Who's got the wreath emoji thing? Is that you, Gail, by any chance? Is it you? Is anybody there? So you need to talk to me because you know I need an audience. We've got Sarah's watching. Gail, I thought it was you, Gail. How are you doing? Can you come on here? I don't know whether you can or not, but can I invite you or anything like that? I don't know. Be good to have you on, Gail. You could join us and you could have we could have a bitch and a moan, couldn't we? Just be careful what we say. It is you. Can you invite yourself to join? I don't know whether you can on the business page, but if you can, do. Come on and have a natter. So fill my agenda with stuff to say, because today's a quiet one. I'll tell you what we were thinking as well. We've got, coming up on the 12th of April, we've got the retreat down in the rough Coventry area. So still spaces, so if you want to come, do jump on. Hi, Sheila. Gail, no, I'm too busy making bunnies for my live later. Gail's bunny bonkers. What a cop-out, Gail. What an absolute cop-out. So, yeah, the retreat on the 12th of April. So you've got myself. I'll be there. We'll be doing some kind of applique project. You will have White Gecko there. I don't know what they're doing. You will have Nicola from Daisy and Grace. I think she's doing some kind of English paper piecing thing, but I may be wrong. And you will have Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly. And you will also have Adam will be floating about, former presenter on Telly, on Create and Craft. He'll be floating about. What do you think to sat here over here? I'm like a newsreader. It makes me feel important, all my papers. So, thank you, Fiona. So, who's got stuff to say? Who's got stuff? So we've got that. Right, I've got a question. I've got a question. How many people have we got on YouTube, by the way? 5. Okay. So last Friday we did a tweed sale. We didn't get through everything. Do you want another one next week? I'm not here this Friday because I've got an appointment down at the hospital. So I won't be here this Friday. But next Friday, would you like the remainder of the tweed sale? Sarah just passed that one that's sticking out of the top of the box there. We've got a few bits like this, a few sexy ones. So they're what we didn't get through round 2 last week. What's this one? 26 inches, 54 wide, 25 quid. That's a bloody good buy, that one. Blooming good. What's this one? Oh yeah, I like this one. Now this, yeah, this is, I just got this as a remnant piece. Otherwise it would be on the roll. 19 inches by 54 is 15 quid. And so on and so forth. We've got Sheila's attention. Gail's attention. Hiya, Carol. Yes, please, says Pen. Go on then. Go on then. We can. I tell you what else we could include as well, because I do have a little bit of this stuff left. I love this cushion. So this cushion was so easy to make. Made it with remnants. I'll show you what I did. I'll show you what I did. What I really, really did. I joined bits together like this. So I made like lengths. It might have been by joining them. It might have been by all one piece. And then I cut them. Just cut them into squares. And so if you turn them, so Sheila, so you've got some this way, some turned that way, and so on and so forth. Made a really nice cushion, and then we just put some applique on. So the applique was actually from another design we'd got, but we thought, hey, why not? So we put that one on. So yeah, I'll tell you what as well. I haven't seen her name yet, but Janet. Janet sent me a photograph. Do you remember last week she was on about the bag for under the walker? So she's gone away and she's used our long raggy strips. We've got plenty of them as well. And she's started to make a bag for her walker. So she sent me some photographs and I'll post them up for you and then you can have a look. Clever lady, really, working it out and doing it. So there's going to be a scrap on over pink as I'm looking at this. There's going to be a real scrap on for the pink. I'll have to see if I can do anything else as well. Fiona, the sun's now shining. You having a clear out of your insulation. Oh, Janet, speak of the devil, she's sure to arrive. That's Janet of the Fancy Under the Walker fame there. Hiya. Yeah, we've got to get the insulation out to make room for more insulation is kind of the bottom line, isn't it? There's a fair old... thanks, Pat. There's a fair old stream of insulation makes its way through here on a steady basis. Do you want to see what's on Sue's work desk today? Sue, can we have the hands? She said, I'm not going on. I'm not showing my face. I'm not talking. I think what it is, right? She'll break in a minute. I know she'll crack because she's got a 15-year-old granddaughter and I reckon you've been taking lessons. I'm not going on camera. You're not having my face. Am I right? I didn't hear you, Sue. Am I right?
You're right.
Ah, yes! We got her!
You're right.
We got her. She's
going,
spoke.
Sarah? Here.
Yeah, do you want to come in?
No, I've got
Bob
my
down.
hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
go on.
we've got half a boob there in the hand. So we've got all... Oh, she's in. She said she wouldn't. So this is what Sue's been doing this week. It's Michaela's birdie bucket bag. And we made it years ago in cotton. And I was thinking about taking it on Sewing Street. So it's quite nice, isn't it? Am I going too fast, Sarah, as I'm whizzing round with it? So it's still in a state of not quite complete. Round base, in our form sides, which is an advancement, because Michaela's original one had wadding, didn't it? Because we didn't, way back when, we didn't even know about in our form.
I'll get the lining.
Go on then, get the lining, and then it's got handles. But I think this is quite a cool one, you know, for at the side of your chair. Ball of wool in there, packet of sweeties, packet of biscuits. Oh, look at the lining. Hang on. Put this bird on my shoulder, be like, pieces of 8. There you go. And this is the lining. What do you think? Do you like this lining? It looks well with it, doesn't it? It does. So, yeah, because you can see inside, so it's worth it investing in a nice bit of something.
These are the
we're having
pockets.
a pocket all the way around the inside.
4 pockets.
Yeah. So I'll just give you that. Let's
Thank you.
put my specs on because I can't bring you in the conversation without my specs on. So, Sheila says lovely. Gail says love that. What a compliment coming from Endless Thread herself. Karen Johns, now here, how do you buy the tweed fabric, please? Well, I'll tell you. Let's have a look. I've just read Janet's comment. She's at the Vampires. Jules wants pink and Heather tones. Right, well, nobody's having that pink yet because it's not going out until we're all equal. We will... So Karen, I'm telling Karen, but I'm telling anybody else who doesn't know either. So could you just pass me the lovely pieces again, please, Decky? So what would happen on the day is that each piece of fabric has a number. Oh, you're getting some good compliments here, Sue.
Oh, yeah.
Pat says it's great work and Karen says it's gorgeous. She could see that in her lounge as a waistband cover. Ooh. And Jules says lovely. Right, back to Karen. So with the tweed sales, we're not very scientific. We just make it simple. So it's what it is. Each piece of fabric has a number, and then what we've done is we've measured it and we've given it a price, a massively discounted price. I've bought these as remnants, the ones I'm doing now, and then we give each piece of fabric a number. Now this is a dummy run. I'm not selling this right now. So I would say, for instance, this is piece number 1. It's 19 inches down the selve edge. Down here, 54 wide. I don't open it out fully because then everyone tells me off when they've got to fold it up again. And then I might describe it. So I'm looking in the camera, and let's say, because cameras and everything can be funny old things, and I might look in there and go, oh, it looks a bit darker on screen than it actually is, or it's got this plum stripe here and a lavender stripe there. Pulling out the kind of the details that you might not see. If you want this piece of fabric, you write number 1 in the comments. So not today, it's a dummy run. So you'd put number 1 down, send your comment, and the first comment to get here to me, their name will be assigned to that fabric. And how we do it, as I say, it's not scientific. So at the end of the sale, the video will be posted up onto our page and you can go back and you can peruse it. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. All decisions in the hour are final because your device will always tell you that you're the fastest. My device doesn't prioritise anybody. Internet speeds all over are different. So you might feel disadvantaged, but you can bet your bottom dollar most of the rest of the people do too, so don't worry about that. When I upload the video to the proper Facebook page afterwards, it juggles the order around to the point where you press the button. Now, it's decisions in the hour that are final, and the reason I say that is we used to have a lady who took part in the tweed sales, and she used to troll through the video. Nice lady. And she used to lay claim to lots of fabrics, which firstly upset people who thought it was theirs, and secondly created days and days of work here. So we're unscientific, we're unashamedly unscientific. We've got what we've got. Decisions in the hour are final. And hopefully everybody's happy and we know where we are. So you've been successful, you've got some fabric and all the rest of it. And then at the admin side of it, all you need to do is send me a private message with your email address. That's it. And as soon as I've got your email address, I can sort everything else out. What we do is, so oftentimes like this week, we did the sale on the Friday night. Well, I had a weekend off, but it was a hectic weekend off. So I knew I wouldn't be down here sorting out your parcels. So we sorted all the parcels. Well, I was teaching on Monday. Sorted all the parcels out kind of Monday night, Tuesday. Did the invoicing, sent it all out last night. So, they went out last night. Everyone's been paying today. And the first batch has gone down to the post office. So they're gone. Other things to say, I'm currently sending everything with Royal Mail on tracked 48 without signature. And I do it without signature because if you're at work, it'll go to the sorting office and then you've got to go there and collect it. So I figure that unless anybody tells me specifically, it'll go they might leave it in a box or with a neighbour or whatever it is that your arrangement is at your house. Your postie knows what you do. So tracked 48 doesn't mean 48 hours. It's just the second class service. So they've gone today, and it's £4 for that. If you've just bought a small piece, and I think I can, they do like a letterbox thing in that piece of perspex. If you've just bought a small piece, and I think it's going to go through that size thing, I'll drop the postage to £3. I was going to say something else then, and it's just escaped me. Address. So when I send you the invoice and you pay it, your address, because you set things up on your computer way back when and you've forgotten, your address comes to me by return. I know you're not typing it in every time, it's there as standard. Your address comes to me by return, and I'm copying and pasting that address off, so you don't have to give me your address. And why I'm pointing that out is that over the several years that we've been doing it, 2 people have come to me and said I've sent to the wrong address. Or is it 3 people? I don't. It's not many anyway. All I can say is that I've copied and pasted the address that you supplied your computer, so PayPal, I'm saying. I was trying not to say PayPal because people say, well, I don't have PayPal. It doesn't matter, because it can still come to you, because I've got PayPal and I send it that way. It's just like if you've got a NatWest bank account and somebody who's banking with the TSB sends you an invoice. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, or it shouldn't matter. But whatever address you put in there is the one I will be sending to, because I'm just copying and pasting it. And you'll know that because when you filled in your address details on things like PayPal, you might not have put capital letters on your name, or you might have done your name in capitals, or you might have left 2 lines out because you didn't have an address thing and there'll be a gap. So you'll know it's the one that you filled in. So that's how things are sent. So that's the full 9 yards there. Whew. I feel like I need a lie down. Let me just put my specs on and see what's what. Jules says, my son and I have just arrived in Nottingham just in time to catch you, then going out for tea and to a gig. Oh, fab, Jules. Which gig are you going to? Oh, hi, Hazel. Pat number 1. You tinker winker. Testing. I think I'm going to give that a laughing one. Can I? Oh, no. I've just pressed my comment to see if I could do a laughing one, and it's just giving me the option to report you. So I'll keep my fingers to myself. So, right, does anybody else have any other things that you want to talk about or ask today? And let's go through that. So before we move on from the tweed sale, not this Friday because there will be no live this Friday. I'm going to do. There's a box there, and there was a box here. Tex moved it. They're going to be next Friday, which is the 21st. Pat says, I don't think my purchases will fit through the letterbox. You're right, Pat. You're right. And Jules, oh, SLF. Is that JL? No, who's SLF? I was thinking JLS then, but it's not, is it? Gail's still stuffing bunnies. Do we all feel sorry for Gail stuffing with your fingers up some bunny botties? It'll smell of carrots later, Gail. So, who else is making anything good? Gail says, don't forget SS. Oh, yeah, Secret Sewing Club this weekend is live from the old Create and Craft studios. They're doing it live from there. So what you're going to get from that is you're going to get better technology. So it's not going to be our little cheapy cameras at home and our cheapy setups. You're going to get the full thing. Now, there isn't a presenter, but I'm led to believe that each person is presenting each other. I'm not sure how that's going to work. That's what Hayley said the other day. But I think I'm going to watch. I think it could be quite exciting. Could be a good one. So it's down near Peterborough at the studio. Gail, do you know who's on this week? I'm not sure. Oh, Jules says stiff little fingers. I'm still on with Gail there because it says Gail and then Jules. I'm thinking, oh, Gail. Stiff little fingers, yeah, they were good back in the day, weren't they? So, yeah, do you know who's on, Gail, this weekend? Will you be there soon? He's saying that to me, Gail, or to Jules. So I'm not there this weekend. Hayley did ask me, but I've got other plans, so couldn't do it this week, which is a shame, really, because I'd have liked to do. What do we all think of the Secret Sewing Club moving into the studio? Do we think it's going to be good? Do we think it's going to be any different? Do we think we're more likely to watch? Or whatever. So it's still going to be... it's still... Thanks, Doreen. It's still going to be on the Facebook pages like it is. So, yeah, it could be good. So, Gail, your reeds are going mad. They're going do 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 do. Is it you that's pressing them all? Do, 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 do. Are you liking everything, or is it when people like you? I'm not sure. All I can see is flourishes of Gail's wreaths going up. So it's a good job you haven't got bunnies. They'd look like... In fact, that could be quite cool, Gail. If you'd got bunnies, it'd look like they were bouncing out of that smiley bar. Boop, 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 boop. So, have I got anything else that anybody's interested in? Now, Gail, we're getting carried away. Oh, I'm liking the lovey ones better. I think it is a good idea. So I think it's going to be live in the studio for the next 3 weeks, and then I think it's every other week that it will be live in the studio after that. So quite exciting, isn't it? Quite an exciting. I feel like it's going home a little bit as well, even though we're not on the big telly. But if you watch on your YouTube, and do practice, everyone, practice that thing with the YouTube. So we did our tweed sale last week, and some people were saying that if only I knew how to do that. Yeah. Some people were saying that YouTube was slow, but then when I asked, other people were saying YouTube was quicker. So I don't think there's any rhyme or reason, but I do think it's a good idea to get used to watching YouTube on your big telly, and then you're ready for it, aren't you? Because you've got your phone then. You've got your phone to comment. So, and I quite like the idea of the commenting. And also, Gail, you can support me on this. So when we're doing things like Sewing Street, or I've also done Highlight Crafts as well, and different to the old Create. So the old Create and Craft, you were there, you had your set with your counter, all your goods on, and then you had a line of cameras. They looked like minions, and they were in front of you. And depending which one was lit up, you're like, oh yeah, it's that one. Look at it and all the rest. But there was no feedback. So with Sewing Street, you get feedback. We get on the monitors in front. So we're watching you, watching us, kind of thing, or watching us, watching you. You get the feedback, and it comes up with the comments. So I can see, you know, who's commenting, and I can see what you're saying. So sometimes, like when you like, I'm on here and your names come up, and I see your names, and even though I'd walk past you in the street and I wouldn't know who you were in person, I'm seeing your names, and over a period of time you become like friends. So when I see you on the screen, when I'm on the Sewing Street or the highlight, and I can see your names, and it just feels really nice, and it feels really supported, which is lovely. As opposed to like Create and Craft, if you had to think how many people were watching, you'd lose your place, because it was like strangers, but it feels like friends when people are watching. So yeah, it's really nice. Is that's a positive difference, I think. So how many of you are coming to the retreat on the 12th of April, the one that Adam's organising for us all? I think it's going to be a great day. You get, same before, you get 4 classes. You get with kits included, so it does seem expensive, but you are getting your kits. So you get one with me, one with Sarah, one with Nicola, and one with Hayley. Adam's floating around looking fabulous. You will get fed, you will get, you know, all the drink and all the rest of it. You'll get filled up to the top with love and creativity and food and drink and all the rest. So I think it's going to be a really good session.
Does that mean it's a free bar?
No, it's not a free bar. So I've just got to say that our reputation will be down the tube, up the Swanee, whichever one you want to choose. We're okay there because tech gets to a certain time and goes boom. So we won't be, there won't be any embarrassing stories. So yeah, so do let me know. So right, so we've done about half an hour, and I can see there's not a lot of comments coming through. We've talked about the retreat, we've talked about our tweed sale next week, we've talked about remnants, which you can get remnants if you want, and we've looked at Sue's bag. It's Michaela's bag that Sue's making. So I'm going to love you and leave you. There won't be a live this Friday because I'm unfortunately going to be at the hospital 10 minutes before we would be due to start. Next Friday, we will do a sale. The following Friday, I'm going to be at Centre Parks, and I'm thinking that my granddaughter and I could do some hand stitching as a little live. So if you fancied that, we could do that then. But for now, oh, hi Mel. Mel's late, was chatting to hubby. Mel, we've about peaked now. So, Doreen, I haven't seen anything about the retreat. Will you be attending any live shows throughout the year? So the retreat, there are posts on all our pages. Can you post a link now, please, to the retreat? Oh, see you, girl. Hazel, we've got some stuff left that we never got through last week from the mill, but hopefully, yes. And Pat says, will Tech be with us in April? We'll have to see if we can let her out. Can you get the link there to the retreat? She's just having a look, Doreen.
No, because it's not on your website. It's on your Facebook page.
Right, hang on a sec. Wait a sec. I'm going to just bear with. I did a post a couple of weeks ago maybe, and it was on there. I'm just going to see whether I can get to the thing. So payment plans are available, so you don't have to pay all in one go. Hang on, let me just see if I can upload these. I'm just going to oops, right then, hang on, bear with me just a sec. I'm doing this in a rush, so I'm hoping that that I can do it. Oh, can I? My phone's not playing at this moment. Right, I'm going to comment now with some photographs if I can. Oh, how do I get photos on here when I'm actually live? Can I do it? I don't think. I tell you what, Doreen, I will do it straight after this. I will do a post. Oh, hang on. I think I put it on Instagram and it's easier to find on Insta. Yes, I did. I posted on Instagram on the 28th of February, which will have gone through to my Facebook page on the 28th of February. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, right, there's about 4 or 5 things, and this is what you're looking for. It looks like that, and all the information is there. So if you're on Facebook, I think it lays it out, but if you're on Instagram, all the different pictures go across. So you've got oh, Gail's sent an attachment. What have you sent? Oh yeah, I've got that, Gail, but I can't get it on while I'm actually live. So I can't do the two things at once. So I'll post again straight afterwards. I'll repost the post that I did on Instagram. I'll do that. So Hazel, oh, I meant the shopping cone, not the woolen mill. Oh, right. I haven't set a date with Empress yet. I am due to see Charles fairly soon. So yeah, so we can do that. We can yeah, I shall find out. I'll find out if they want me. And yeah, it'd be lovely to meet you up there. So yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I've been up to Empress Mills at Colne, and I've done a couple of their special Saturday days. What do they call them, Hazel? I can't. They've got a name for it, but they do it every so many weeks. They do a day where. So I've been up a few times. Stuart Hillard was there. John Cole Morgan was there. They have reps from things like Visaline, so they do all your violins and your interfacings. There was a rep there from Bosel doing your waddings and inner forms, and they do invite some good people up there. And there's demonstrations and all sorts going on. You can get your hands on samples. So watch on Empress Mills Facebook page or social media pages. Definitely worth a trip up there. And people go from miles to get up there, which is quite amazing. Are you doing a kit sale anytime soon? I'll have a look what we've got, but we've pretty much depleted a lot of stuff. Hazel says she thinks Empress do it the first Saturday of every month. I'm not sure that there's I'm not sure whether there's a thought out like date sequence or not. There may well be. I'm not 100%, but then you see I just turn up when they ask me to. So right. Anyway, I can see that a few of you are drifting off now, and I don't want to bore the pants off you. So I'm going to call that it for now. So we'll be back next Wednesday, and we'll have a bit of a witter, but we will be doing a remnant sale a week on Friday, which will be the 21st. So if I don't see you before, I shall see you on Friday. If you've just joined us and you want to know how the remnant sales work, rewind this, because I did you the whole 9 yards in there. Right, so I shall love you and leave you, and get ready, Tech. Are you ready to hit the button? So I shall stand here and